Yow. Yow. What's cracking, fam?
Phony people here tonight. We bring a good feeling.
Yes, indeed. And you are back, and we are here on another episode of the Block is Hot podcast.
And boy, do we have a fucking episode for you.
Coming live at you from the fucking Hall of Fame. I am your host, Famous Amos, a.k.a. an Unidentified Black Male, a.k.a. Roger the Dodger, a.k.a. your mother's last mistake, and a.k.a. that guy over there.
And I am, I guess, your new host. Nah, I am your co-host. It's Tim Redhose, a.k.a. Tim the Hoon, a.k.a. yo mother's favorite brother, a.k.a. George Hooney, a.k.a. Hooniusberg. And apparently I'm known as the fuckboy of the year now. I don't even remember what I said. It was like multiple months ago, and it sticks with me.
I said
something about eating ass, didn't I?
You said that your quote for 2019 was going to be wasting these hoes' time.
Oh, yeah, waste a bitch time. I forgot about that. Holy shit. I need to make that a thing again. Waste a bitch time.
Throw it on a t-shirt.
Yup. Yo, if you guys are in the Pomona area, March 14th, check out the Alley Gallery. I am being featured for the night along with your boy Johnny Bars, great fucking rap artist. And overall, it's just a great open mic. You should go out. You should go out, perform, or watch. Either one. You'll have fun. I'll have fun.
It's going to be a great time, and
Yeah.
I will be there in attendance to go out and show some support. And, of course, Johnny Bars is fire, man. I'm sorry. I'm not even going for you. I'm just going to check out Johnny Bars.
That's a little rude,
Just
but
saying.
okay. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me through him.
I am supporting you through supporting him, exactly.
Yeah, that is lovely friends I got.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm being honest. Honest. Your stand-up is still kind of, it's working on its...
Damn, he said my stand-up is lame.
No, it's not lame. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes it's hard
bro.
to watch. Sometimes it's hard to watch.
Dog, your dick game week.
Nigga,
Catch up.
don't if you steal that from me, I swear to God, I will cut you. We'll get into that later on in the podcast. That is a signature phrase of the podcast. But before we get into that, let's get into some of our sponsored themes that we're thinking about doing. First off is the comic book of the week, brought to you by Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, take advantage of Kindle, okay? You have Kindle, or you have a fucking little, what's it called, tablet, little, shit that you may read shit on, watch your porn on. You can get free comic books, free graphic novels, and free actual books on that.
Yeah.
This is not a paid promotion.
Yeah.
I just didn't know that I had this, and I
Shameless
realized
plug.
I was using Amazon Prime only to order some shit from Amazon. But
He
I
was
was like,
using his iPad only for porn.
exactly. And I thought, well, fuck, if I'm paying this extra for Prime, what else do I got? And I found out you get videos and you get comic books.
Mm-hmm.
But I want our viewers to be, a little bit more well-read.
You also get music. I haven't used that.
You get music too?
Oh, you get music.
Oh, shit. I'm
I
going to take
haven't
advantage.
I haven't used it.
Hey, shout out to Amazon.
Yeah. I should honestly get rid of my Spotify.
No.
Yeah. I'm
wouldn't
just
say that just yet.
just gonna also start using Amazon Prime Music as well, because I remember there is some songs that they don't have, and there is some songs that Spotify doesn't have that you can find on Amazon.
Before we move on with all the fine things Amazon can
Oh
do
yeah,
for
my
us.
bad. We're getting a little too carried away.
The comic book of the week, since Captain Marvel, Tim, as you probably know, is coming out next month. I thought we should catch up a little bit on the Marvel Universe, and I wanted to actually read Avengers vs. Thanos, because this will set us up for, the coming Infinity War,
Yes.
Infinity Game in April. So
Avengers Endgame, yes.
But apparently, Captain Marvel's going to be making her debut in that movie, and she's going to be super badass, super strong. She's going to fuck Thanos up. So I think this is kind of a good build into what we're going to be seeing in theaters come March.
Yeah, definitely. How do you feel about her?
Oh, Brie Larson?
Yeah. All the damage control, man. Do you know what's crazy? Like, the more I read into it, the more like they're trying. Apparently, like they're covering things up here and there. I think this has slightly to do with the PC culture and the emasculation of men in general. And like she says some crazy shit. She's being kind of sexist.
It's it's crazy.
Not a lot of people like it.
It's a bit of a reverse racism, because I do think
sexism.
that racism and sexism, because racism on her part, where she's in interviews, she's attacked straight white males, and that's her words. She's like, this movie's not for them, or I don't want them in my panels to ask questions. And
That's what you're saying. Yeah.
And I think that once you start doing exclusion of any type, and I'm not saying that really in this country like white people are being oppressed as much as a minority group, because at the end of the day, high power positions are still being held by white people that basically hold control, the ebb and flow of the hiring process and of those higher positions. You promote your friend or someone you know and trust from a certain community or club.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother conversation. With Brie Larson's cases, she's saying, I don't want straight white males. And you forget that a lot of them love comic books. And we don't go to comic books for politics and any type of identity issues.
Definitely.
Like, we go to comic books to escape reality, not take on reality issues, to a degree.
Definitely.
And I think that by excluding that, it's going to be bad. Like, and also, she has no ass.
She has no ass.
No ass. And I'm sorry. She has a butt. She has a butt double.
Yeah, actually, can you do something for me really quick?
Yeah.
Go on Google. I want to see who this bitch is married to. Brie Larson husband.
Is she married? I don't think so. It doesn't say it on her.
Oh.
No, she's not. She's not married.
Good for her.
Yeah, and I mean,
damn, she's 27. 29.
Yeah, she's
from Sacramento. Oh shit!
Hey, shout out Sarah being a Cali kid. And that's all I
will
can say,
totally try to smash. Even though she has no ass, I'll still try to smash. That'd be cool.
I don't know. She has.
I'm black. I'm black and Mexican.
Once we get this
be
podcast
down.
more official, and you can watch this on the live stream a little bit more appropriately.
Yeah.
It's the whole like resting bitch face a little bit, and the lack of upper lip.
Yeah, you kind of like. It's just more of a thing.
But also, it's not the fact that she has no ass that's an issue. It's when it comes to a superhero.
Sounds crazy as fuck.
Superheroes are supposed to be the epitome of the human body. Like Superman, even though he's an alien, he has godlike physique of being like a perfect body and specimen. And there is no such thing really. Well,
there is.
But that's a troll. That's a troll. Like, come on.
The superheroes that are like overweight or super small, it plays into their power.
Bingo.
The average superhero fucking is like
Spider-Man, Batman, Superman.
Yeah, and like once you get superpowers, you just get muscles too. Your body's like, yeah, we gotta do some crazy shit. So now we're buff.
And the funny thing is, though,
it's kind of like steroids. Your body's like, yo, we're doing some crazy shit with these weights, so it's time to get buff. Your body has to change. It's
outrageous in the fact that people are upset about her not being able to have that superhero look, and yet Chris Hemsworth on the Thor movie, he didn't want to be all super stripped down and not wear a shirt, because he was kind of waving that little white flag like, yo, like, there's more to me than just my abs.
Yeah.
I can somewhat act and tell jokes and be funny besides this corny ass Thor nigga.
No, get the fuck out of here. The reason why you're doing these roles is because you're hot.
Yep. The director's like, we need that beefcake.
Yeah, exactly. Like, think about all of them. Fucking Thor, fucking Aquaman. That guy is all fucking. Do you know that motherfucker's like 6'5" or some shit? Just studly as fuck.
Who?
Aquaman.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa is fucking.
Then he has like that beautiful long hair. It's like, god damn, you're a specimen.
He would have carried probably a battle axe or like a claymore on the battlefield.
Yeah, I would have definitely.
That dude would have been nuts.
I would have definitely hid behind him during the fight. I'm like, yeah, dog, I got your back. Just keep on going forward. I'll take care of anybody that survived that last swing.
On some real shit, this is how I kind of like rate men, and this isn't on some like gay shit. If every man that I look at, I size up in a way if I think of what would your position have been in a battlefield? Like, in back at any time, like, would you have been a drummer, nigga? Or would you just have been cannon fodder? Or would you have been like that nigga that we make movies about, like, bruh, he's took out like 50 dudes.
Yeah.
He still died in the war, but he was badass.
I feel like we all like to believe that we'd be like just once, like just like one of those like short strokes where like they barely take it out the seat, and then like 20 niggas just die in front of them, just on some anime shit. But no, yeah,
I'm the nigga that gets it with an arrow, just like off top, like, let's go.
Yeah, I'd be one of the people in the front, and I'd die before the battle starts. So then, like, because like I feel like I'd hype myself up a lot before we fight. So like everybody, like, damn, I bet that guy's about to kill a lot of people, and then before I even get to kill anyone, I get to oh.
It's like he tripped and then he caught an arrow. Like,
he tripped and fell in a spear.
oh,
He stabbed himself with his own knife.
that shit is fucking nuts. But superheroes, you know, they are what every person wants to be that extra special person. So I think actors should be casted as such.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
like what's her name? Gal Gadot.
Huh?
Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman.
That's Gal Gadot?
Her name's like Gal Gadot or something like
The
that.
fuck noise is that you're making with your mouth?
Her name is, it's GAL GO, like
Gadot?
they think
God
TD or
damn,
some shit.
where's
like.
she from?
I don't know.
She's
but
like,
I'll show.
she has to be an actual like no, she's small though.
Yeah, she's actually like, I think like maybe like 5'5".
Well, they didn't even make her tall in that fucking movie, did they?
Her age, that's the first thing that pops up. 33 and banging.
Damn, that's so crazy. I look at 33 as like, damn, I could get that. I'm 28.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's attainable.
Yeah.
Oh, she's 5'10".
Oh, damn.
From Israel.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
And she served in the military. She'll fuck your ass
Oh,
up.
shit. She'll fuck me up.
2 years in the Israel Defense Forces as combat instructor.
All right, yeah. This bitch low-key is a Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Except, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of upset on how they disrespected No Man's Land in that movie. It's like, come on, man. That was the most hardcore fucking, like, death trap. Like, are you saying she's immune to gases? Because there was poison gas in World War One.
Yeah.
That was on No Man's Land.
Yeah, I wonder how she would have survived against a flamethrower. They didn't show those either.
You know what's crazy, though? Her only critique when her movie was being done, people were saying that she was too thin.
Yeah.
And that they were worried if she was going to be able to carry the athleticness. And that's all it's about. It's not being like some fucking like some vixen in a fucking double XL magazine.
Actually, she's one of those
It's more so being athletic.
I feel like her, like, even she's tall enough, especially as a woman, where if she wanted to like put on weight for the Wonder Woman role, she could definitely do that. Like,
imagine
as long
put on 5 extra pounds,
5 to 10 extra pounds, but like if like not all of it was muscle, so like she got like them like she still looks soft to the touch. You know what I mean?
of course. Well, I mean,
she look. I'm like, damn.
You know what's crazy?
Woman got ass.
Whenever people like mention women like putting on weight, I never equate it to like straight muscle like a dude. Like when I talk about a dude putting on 5 pounds,
it's like
oh, that's 5 pounds of muscle. That fool's getting jacked. Like no, it's like when I think it's like healthy amount of like eating more and just like toning up. Like I don't know.
Because
it's a different type of thing when you talk about men and females.
Yeah, I don't want to see a woman just straight like yoked like that. That intimidates me. I mean, like it's just like it's like there's someone where it's like, oh shit, like you got way more abs than I do. I know. And it's like I got a decent ab.
It's like I look decent.
Yeah, I look decent. I work out and all that shit.
It's like I'm definitely not fat, but I'm not obese.
Definitely, I'm nowhere near obese, dog. Yeah, but yeah, are you still going to the gym?
Yeah,
you've been still riding your bike.
I've been
right?
riding my bike mainly.
Yeah, that's something that I need. Now I'm at that point because I did put on that extra weight. Like I need to make sure. Like I want to start cutting back a little bit now.
Yeah, I've been eating healthy again and gotten off the bullshit. Got back to my regular like diet and just like riding my bike. I want to start riding my bike to work more, but unfortunately it is too cold and I'm not with that bullshit.
It's getting warm now though.
Yeah, but in the morning still at about 6:30 when I want to go ride, it's like still to the point where like I'm like, nah, it's not worth it.
Well, it's kind of crazy.
I got sensitive hands. Once they get cold, it's done.
I kind of got like my own personal groundhog, my snake, because like now that it's starting to warm back up a little bit more, Like he doesn't even like stay inside of his like little cubby and shit. He's like starting to like venture out. It's pretty nice to see.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I know we're kind of 14 minutes in. We're a little bit late, but I really wanted to give a nice shout out to all of our recent subscribers and followers to the podcast. We do greatly appreciate that.
I think we actually had one more thing that we want to present. Totally got off into the deep end.
Oh yeah, our book of the month. Go ahead and drop that knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. As if you guys been keeping up, then you know that we've been reading the book Beyond a Pale Horse. It's by William Cooper. I forgot his middle name, but this dude is he's pretty much, well, he's not pretty much. He is a whistleblower. He was in the Navy. If you read up about him, you'll see that he is legit, but there is some dirt thrown on him. But this book is generally, I don't want to say the conspiracy theorist because I fucking hate that term, because that term was given to people by the CIA to like try to discredit them. So what I like to call probably not even truthers, but just thinkers trying to figure out what's actually going on here, not closed off to all the other shits. Like there's some people where as soon as they hear something that goes against the government, they're like baloney. But then there's some people where anything against the government, no matter how crazy it is, they'll believe, and that's a little bit far-fetched. So if you get what I mean, definitely read into this book because you'll get a lot of knowledge. And keep in mind, this was written back in 91, 90 or 91?
91. But it has research that goes back from like the 1700s.
Some things, yeah, exactly.
There's also a movie that I wanted to recommend as well, if you can find it. It's called
I forgot about that movie.
Gray State: The Rise, Rough Cut. It's a movie that was being produced. It got a man named David Crowley murdered. Had some pretty good information regarding the police state and kind of some of the things that are going on today.
That was crazy.
I just think that it is a movie that I think that people should check out.
I haven't seen that
form their own opinion.
That movie was awesome. I mean, it wasn't awesome. It was like,
but in March we're gonna do
scary and shit.
We're gonna do a breakdown of
we're definitely
Pale Horse.
We're definitely going to do a full breakdown of that because I guess that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to write a nice summary about it. Well, we're not going to write a summary. We'll speak a summary.
Speak some news into existence.
Yeah, fucking. Have you been keeping up with some of the shit going on in the world right now?
You know, I've been
nuts.
You know what's crazy? It's because I've been reading a lot of that book. So I haven't been well read. I've catched a few little videos here and then about topics going on. So this week was more of a video just surfing. So I really didn't get too much reading done. However, the shit that I was reading was kind of twisted.
I feel like things are getting creepy in a way because I'm starting to notice. I mean, in relation to this book, and maybe it's what helped open my eyes to even more, especially because like I see all this, like, I don't know, man. In a way, I'm kind of startled. It's like a part of me is actually thinking like I feel like nobody sees it, but like if we don't, like, I don't want to say it, but there needs to be a revolution or some shit. Like, it's creepy, but I feel like if things happen the right way, because there's this thing called a QAnon. I'm actually just recently been researching it, and I'm the things that I read, or when I see the videos and I go back and watch and research it, and I actually look up the answers myself, it's like, oh yeah, I do remember when that happened. And it's kind of like there is a cleanup of shop going on in the world of taking down some of the baddies, like this, like almost like super villains going out all over the place. So as long as like it keeps on going that way, I feel pretty confident that maybe there is a hope. But like still just seeing how it could at any moment, especially with like elections coming up again, and of course, you know who wants to put their name in the run again, and like that's what startles me, because what if the most evil of people were to like become the leader of the free world? That's a scary thought.
You know what? It's this might be where we come to an agree to disagree, or just a flat out just like nah. Because you say that you believe that there is a hope. My thing is, and again, it's so hard to really separate the two, because I see a lot of things that are prophesized in the Bible, and then I see things that have been talked about through just like pessimists, as I would just want to describe them. I'm not going to say that they're any other type of religious entity, or just like people that are more on the gloom and doom, but they're using numbers to back it, like population control, science, let's just say like abortions, all this crazy shit. I don't think that things are going to necessarily get better, but I think things are going to get worse to those that are aware, because to the children that are born today, they're never going to know what it's like to actually have privacy, because their lives have been put on social media since they were born. Just by their parents taking pictures of them as an infant, they have a log that's going to be basically stored and tracked within an algorithm or a database, or just be available through different services. Because whether or not, like, I bet you, like, your photo bucket still exists with your content probably in it. And that's what I'm saying, like small things like that without having a deep dive. So what I'm noticing now is, now that I've been reading things, and especially now that I've been reading this book, and it's been like, when I read the book, I think about it like we were back in 1991 and there wasn't mass access to this information. So when I'm now reading, I'm like, damn, like he was saying this in 91. Like there wasn't a YouTube video saying this. There wasn't a forum of Reddit saying this. Like there wasn't like, you know, different ways of people to share information on a global scale. You had to have printed material. And he did that in 91. And a lot of the things that he said are coming to fruition, or they've already happened. Yes. You know, before I was even able to really either have an idea of this type of material. Like I think to myself, what if I was given this book in high school and I was like, oh shit, because that was just 10 years ago. So everything that's happened from 91 till now, which is almost like till now, it's like, let's just say almost 28 years, because I don't know when exactly 91, but it's 28 years from now. That is crazy on like how many things have passed, like the United Nations that were formed back after the World War, and like all these crazy things that like were talked about. And then there's a part of the book, let me just check it out really fast. Definitely. The Protocols of the Wise Men of Zion, and it's painted as an anti-Semitic book. However, in the book itself, in the author's note, it'll say, replace the word Jews with the word Illuminati, and replace the word Goyim, which is Goyim, replace that with the word cattle, which is what people would refer to us, the populace, who really aren't informed and are basically just living life, but they don't have any lust for power or domination. So everything, and getting back on like the Bible thing, like, and all that, like, I feel like this whole world is leading towards a one world government. And after World War II, and they realize we have great medicine, we're feeding people are living longer than they're dying, we're going to start using up resources at a faster rate. We have to control population control. And then that's what I'm also going to dive into later on the podcast, because, you know, this is a show, we want to entertain you guys with some good conversations, some deep thought. 5G technology. Dude,
I was actually about to say that shit.
My nigga.
Have you been looking?
Woo!
Let's get back. It's very... have to go back to ground zero. It's like you just got to burn the whole thing and start over, right? But this 5G shit, like the electromagnetism concerns that it brings up, like I think it's called electromagnet radiation.
EMFs.
Yeah. Well, that's EMF meant something else, but no, I think what happens from that is like, there's like a radiation that fucking happens from that. It's like fallout. And apparently this shit is like dangerous as fuck for us. I'm not sure like how, if it's what I'm kind of brought back to is, do you remember how you used to walk in the mall and there used to be those people selling bracelets like that had a little thing on it, was like, look, bend over and try to touch your toes for me. Now put this band on your hand. Look, you can touch your toes. That's what I think. Like, what if that shit wasn't just like some cheap marketing shit? What if there actually is EMF? Well, there has to be EMFs being radiated from your phone. I mean, isn't that a big theory that like if you keep your phone next to your balls, you get you get testicular cancer?
That isn't necessarily
was that disproven?
What it was there's two specific types of tumors that are linked to cell phone usage if you're using it next to your phone a lot. And essentially in your phone, and I'll find it right here for you, just so that you have it, or just so we can talk about it.
Yeah, let's get into it.
It's a warning saying that you shouldn't keep your phones in your pocket.
I like keeping my phone off my body as long as possible.
And it's something that's really crazy to think about. Like, your phone is something that most of us have had for a long time. I don't know about you, Tim, but I had my first phone when I was going into 8th grade. It wasn't anything special. It was just like a Nokia brick phone. I didn't have really minutes. I didn't have text messaging, but it was just so my dad could, contact me, and like basically be like, yo, do you need to get picked up? What's the 411?
Yeah, my first phone was a Siemens. I think I got it in the 6th grade, and it was because I remember my brother used to bug about wanting a cell phone all the time. So then my parents did eventually come to the decision that like it was best for us to have a phone, and if we needed to contact them, we could contact them whenever, than not having a phone and not having that access.
Oh, yeah. So if you go to your settings on your phone and you go to the about part, scroll all the way down to legal, and it'll say RF exposure. iPhone has been tested and meets applicable limits for radio frequency exposure. Ours is in the thousands compared to like the 0.1s in others of other places. Specific absorption rate, SAR, refers to the rate at which the body absorbs RF energy. The SAR limit is 1.6 watts per kilogram in countries that set the limit average over 1 gram. We do not. Of tissues, and 2.0 watts per kilogram in countries that set the limit of average over 10 kilograms. Again, America is the highest. During testing, iPhone radios are set to their highest transmission levels. So what that means is when you set your phone on your Bluetooth and you have your Bluetooth headphones in, you're streaming through Wi-Fi as you're on the call or you're texting your phone or surfing the internet, your phone's sending out a stronger signal. Yeah. Therefore, you're being exposed to more radiation.
And check that out. They want all their headphones to be wireless.
It says in the quote, and I'm not gonna lie. I did cut off in the part of that. I just don't read the rest. Yeah. It says, to reduce exposure to RF energy, use a hands-free option such as the built-in speakerphone, the supplied headphones, or similar accessories. Note it does not say Bluetooth because that's also giving off a radiation frequency.
Exactly. And you're shoving that shit right into your ear.
Cases with metal parts may change the RF performance of this device, including its compliance with RF exposure guidelines in a manner that has not been tested or certified.
Yep. Dude, so that was... Oh, wait. What was... Oh, man. I actually wanted to talk about that earlier because...
What do you mean?
I'm trying to remember exactly what I wanted to say about that. Because earlier you said, like, it seems like I have hope in it. And it's like, no, this is definitely a lost war. And I feel like it's only getting worse. Even like with our new technologies, with like the new social norms.
So, just so you guys know, China sets their limit at 10. And America's is set all the way at
untouchable.
1,000.
Untouchable. God damn.
It's crazy. It's fucking
That's
crazy.
beautiful.
So just
and I think on average, everybody thinks that Americans are dumber than everybody else.
Well, imagine if we're putting all, because I think about it like this. I don't have children, but I do know people with children. And how many children have had an iPad since they were a child?
Yeah.
How many kids have grown up with cell phones or
That's
some
norm.
type of Wi-Fi or like signal?
That's normal.
Like, we have to kind of look at that and see the effects that are going to be had. But the crazy thing is, these tumors and stuff don't develop until you're maybe like, what, 50 years old?
Yeah. Fucking Apple users, like, they scoff at the idea of a laptop having a special built-in port that could fit a landline inside of it, you know? I was looking at this shit, like the Fujitsu. They made a really thin laptop, and in order to have a LAN port on it, they redesigned the LAN port so it folds into itself, so you could pop it out and bring it out, and then connect a landline into it. And then I was looking at that shit on Instagram. And a lot of people were going, that's fucking stupid. Why would you do that? Apple does it better. Where Apple just has Wi-Fi, you know. And it's just one of those things where every once in a while, somebody like, you obviously don't use your laptop.
Yeah.
You just do the basic people shit on your laptop.
Yeah, you never really actually have it on your lap, or
you're not about gaming. You're not about fucking doing some heavy shit. You just use your MacBook as your MacBook, you know. Which is why it's like, yo, fucking come on over to the PC life.
So, one of the tumors that is actually very common with cell phone use is called glioblastoma, or GBM. You know. Very, you know, and the thing is, though, it's only a rare occurrence that's happened throughout the use of cell phones. And I don't think I would consider myself in this category, because I don't use my phone outside of maybe text messaging or like social media. I've never been one to call. And then even for a while when I did, I'd always have headphones in because I'd hate to have to hold my phone up, you know, because I feel like it'd get sweaty or something.
Yeah, I like turn my speakerphone on.
But imagine those on Wall Street, or imagine those with like, they're constantly on their phone doing business, you know, and it may be causing effects to necessarily, maybe even if it's not dumbing them down, what if it's just like producing a cancer, which is showing in these, you know, in these graphs?
It's killing you.
But what if it's also like kind of reprogram or making you passive?
Yeah, that's something that's definitely had to have happen, because I feel like a lot of people are passive these days, and that's how, like, I feel like that's what, like, the whole system is designed to do, turn you into someone that does not want to fight back at all.
That would make sense. I could definitely
that's the way that you win, right? If nobody wants to fight. Wasn't that how your wrestling match went?
What are you talking about?
Your one and only wrestling match.
I had two.
But you won it because, like, the person didn't show up. It's like, yeah.
Oh, no.
There was definitely that. I remember that.
I had two varsity wrestling matches, and then I did have a bye. So it does count as a 3-0.
Yeah,
and then I had to quit because I had bad grades.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy when, like, there's no one to combat you.
Doesn't matter. I retired a motherfucking champ.
And I feel like that's what, like, they're ultimately doing. They don't want us to fight. They don't want anyone. Like, the best takeover is the takeover where nobody has to fight back.
Well, what if it's not even like? All right, so I'll give it two scenarios. One is that, you know, it's a planned attack by the elite and all those people that we call the Illuminati, and they all had a plan to kill us. That's why they don't let their kids play with tablets and all that shit. Or What if it was just man trying to do good but fucking us up? Because think about it. Prior to the light bulb, we didn't have any type of real radiation or radioactive activity. Now it's everywhere. Everything we use has some type of radio. Like, we're surrounded. My phone's next to me. My tablet's next to me. My Wi-Fi device is literally right next to us in this room.
I like to look at the whole. I don't think they planned all these things. I think it just happens, and it's like, great, let's keep on using that. It's only going to further our goal. Why stop it? It gives us money. We know not to use this ourselves. So let's just keep on using the suffrage of people. Like, the people will kill themselves.
Check this. What if they made certain phones more susceptible to the radiation? Like, what's a great... if you
put it out more?
Yeah, like, because...
So, one out of 1,000 person has one of those phones?
No.
Someone up even more?
Not like that. Let's just say it, because, tests haven't really been run on all phones, but mainly the popular ones, like iPhone and Samsung. What if there was a phone that didn't give off that same type of radiation?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know it has to be out there.
But only... like CEOs, the rich or the selected know about it, but we're still getting that. So if people think we're going to do population control and they're saying that these phones can cause sterilization in men through the high radiation, and we keep them all in our pockets all the day, all the time.
Yeah,
what if that'd be a part of it?
Have you ever watched unboxings?
Yeah.
There's one where it's like one of the most expensive phones, and like, that could be it. Where it is an iPhone, or it's like an iPhone and an Android at the same time, and it could do a lot of different features.
My bad, I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, well, yeah, this phone, it's man, it was made out of something nice. I remember there's a lot of gold on it as well, which, if you guys are familiar with gold is something that helps. Excuse me. It helps, I guess, block radiation, which is apparently why they use it in spaceships. I totally hope I'm correct about this shit. I'll be so embarrassed, but let me know. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why they put it in space. Why they want gold to put in spaceships, for like a thin lining, and it helps block the radiation. And from what I understand about this phone is, it has a lot of like different gold in it. And on the unboxing that I watched, he didn't actually go into if it had high radiation levels, which, man, like, and I'm not saying he did that on purpose, but it's just like, that's not something that you really, I mean, like, of course it's in the back of your mind, because like they always say, oh yeah, phones and shit give off radiation, but so like that's why I'm not like discrediting that guy or like saying he's a shitbag for not mentioning that. But I'm actually now curious if those like super expensive phones that are like thousands of dollars, if they actually have that blocking from like the different radiations. That's an interesting thing.
That would actually, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
did you catch the part where I was saying they had a bunch of gold on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
We know that gold shields from radiation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I went. That's why I went into. Maybe.
All right, that's a good point. And again, population control seems to be a big thing by that type of group.
Yes, by the elite. Yes,
it seems like that would make the most sense. Almost everyone has a cell phone, so you're just slowly diminishing the population by that.
Yeah.
And then now with 5G towers being put up, like without people even giving their consent, and it's bringing down property values and it just all that mamma jamma. Yeah,
it causes gentrification.
Like reverse gentrification, because they're putting them in nice neighborhoods too.
Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, my bad.
And they're like eyesores.
I thought you were saying that. Yeah, okay. I thought you were saying that it was bringing property values up. Yeah, okay.
Oh no, I got you. It's bringing them down.
Oh yeah, because they are eyesores. I thought you were saying like, yeah, I want to live next to the fucking giant 5G tower. I want my brain scrambled.
It's just, I feel bad for the kids though. Like some schools already are like China and I think Russia and some other places have like banned Wi-Fi in schools because it's bad for kids.
Yeah, they don't. There's a war against America right now. You don't like. I don't think. I think we lost the graces of the Federal Reserve. And I think they're intentionally trying to take us out because they know they can't take us out physically because we have one of the best militaries. But yeah, I think they really want to take us out, and that's why we're probably going to end up getting attacked by all nations. Oh, Jesus Christ! Sorry for that late stream. But,
yeah, that's super late.
yeah, whatever. We're still going to be going on for a little while more.
We still rocking.
But what was I saying before that about the 5G? Oh yeah, did you hear? I should actually looked into this more before I brought it up, but I saw a post that apparently there's something trying to make it easier to get a B and an A and a C in class. There's like a law in play.
Oh yeah, they're making kids dumb as fuck. They're bringing A down to like 85%.
Yes, that's what it is. Exactly. They're intentionally making them stupider and
More stupid.
Yeah. They already, as you can see, they already succeeded in making some of us more stupid. But they're like, it's like they're trying to make everybody weak and dumb and like keep this going. And then look, all the children that survive, like even after all this radiation and shit damages our bodies, all of those spermies that we still produce, they're going to be like not as strong as the strong spermies, you know? Or maybe they're a little bit stronger. I don't know, because they survived. No, but I mean, a man with one arm isn't going to be as strong as a man with two arms if they both train, right?
What?
A man with one arm isn't going to be as strong as a man with two arms if they're both training.
Fuck no, he's missing an arm, nigga. Like,
exactly. I have to throw the training part in there because a man with one arm can possibly be as strong as a man with two arms if the man with two arms never trains. But let's be serious, if they're both training, the man with one arm doesn't have that advantage. Definitely. Unless he has a Mega Man arm. Then you just shoot that motherfucker with a fucking Mega Blast. Pow pow! A Buster Blast. Buster Cannon. Buster Cannon. Pow 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 pow. I always wanted one of those.
That'd be some interesting ass shit right there.
A Buster Cannon? Fuck yeah. Do you know how many bitches I could fuck if I had a Buster Cannon? Oh, never mind. Nobody's going to want to fuck a guy with a Buster Cannon. Tell you what, that bitch will never talk back, though. It's like, I could evaporate you right now. But I love you. I love the fuck out of you. Yeah, Ja Rule's a fucking... I mean, I feel like he's taking a lot of L's lately.
Did you see him?
I feel like there's so many black artists taking L's right now.
Bruh, the Timberwolves. Do you see that performance? Like, you try to get the high.
Yeah, he's like, I guess not. I like it. I love that. Yo, Ja, stop rapping, come to comedy.
That would have been
that's the perfect. Yo, man, you know, your fans that you do have, they'll listen to you, and then whoever like fucks with just people being real, just do it on comedy. We're all gonna fucking get with you. That's how you come back, Ja Rule.
My thing is like,
stage presence.
Who the fuck is booking Ja Rule? Like,
especially after Firefest.
No, I'm not saying that as an insult, but who is legitimately like booking Ja Rule?
Yeah.
Like, if he's doing his own legacy tour, because that's what Ja Rule technically is at this point. He's a legacy act. Like, him and Ashanti could go on tour, do the murder.
I think they are on tour right now.
Then that's dope. But I mean, why the fuck are you going to the Timberwolves? Like, that should be for a local act, a local artist.
It's possibly
or someone of more clout.
It's possibly that the Ashanti, because I know those two are on tour right now. I saw that they're performing somewhere close.
Why the fuck are they in Minnesota?
They could have been over there, and he could have just they could have like, oh, that would be fucking great if we had you at the Timberwolves. Black people love watching basketball.
Oh, there's a lot of Ethiopians out there.
Yep, Nigerians.
Oh, Nigerians.
Yeah,
we know that from our boy Fluxy. You can go ahead and check him out. FPV pilot for the Drone League DRL.
What's good, nigga? We still know you out there.
Yes,
even though that was last week, we ain't forgot about you yet.
That was actually a really good episode.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, it's one of our better ones. I think. I think we're ready to start having guests.
Yeah, I definitely want to have more guests. That's fun. It's fun talking to our friends. I get bored talking to you all the time.
Well, eat a dick.
Sometimes I feel like you're just like a underpaid therapist that like I just come over, get drunk and high with, spill my stories to you, and then like I low key feel like you're like, know what? I'm gonna get this nigga on a podcast, and he's just gonna spill all his shit to people. That was the plan, wasn't it? That looks like a mess.
Do you remember you replaced the original co-host of this show?
I know. You know I'm bullshitting.
We don't gotta drop names or anything, but for those of you that don't know, there was an original co-host.
How many episodes?
He took the spot.
Yeah.
We had to take those ones down. They're out there in the universe, and if you can find them, send us a message.
Yeah, don't take them down.
Hell yeah, I took those down.
You took them down? They're bad, huh?
Not that they were bad. It's just that I was like, we're gonna do a clean. We're only 3 episodes deep.
Oh, I feel you. Remember Boutros?
That's what I'm saying. Boutros podcast.
Oh, did you wait? Was this called? Was it called the Boutros then?
Yeah, Boutros.
Really? I thought that was like, oh man, I thought that was me and you that came up with that.
Nah, that was me and Rivera. Before that, it was gonna be the famous Amos Experience featuring Austin.
Oh, I remember that.
Damn, we didn't keep no anonymity. Anonymity.
Whatever. You guys were bound to find out who everybody was. You guys are our fans. Y'all rock with us. Blockheads.
Yeah, and you know what?
The hottest block on the spot. Wait, the hottest spot on the block.
We just want to let all y'all know that blockhead is a term of endearment. If you're a blockhead, that just means you all about the block. You care about the block. You want to know what's happening on the block. Most importantly, you support the block. So all my blockheads out there, this one is for you.
But if you see us, you get.
And you're welcome.
Oh Jesus! Fuck you and you're welcome.
We gotta let them know that's how we roll. We love our fans.
If you see us, though, you could definitely call us a blockhead, like how Lucy called Charlie Brown a blockhead. Because
yeah, that's the soundbite I gotta get.
Yeah, blockhead. What's been good with you? I kind of got used to the restroom, so I feel antsy now.
Oh,
but I see that you're about to smoke a bowl, so like I figure I could like start something before I go to the restroom.
Well,
or can I just do that really quick and it doesn't have to mean a thing? I'm gonna just do it really quick so that it has.
You can let it rock. I'm chilling. I'm talking to.
All right, for
I'm
sure.
talking to to our friends. We gotta stop saying fans. We're talking to friends here.
Hey, our friends.
Okay, now this nigga's gone. I can finally let y'all niggas know how I feel. This nigga right here is killing me. Always coming on that bullshit. Just coming in the studio, farting, drinking beer, smoking all the weed, and not bringing shit. I mean, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you guys. We're lit out here. We're out here just doing our thing. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to have a new dynamic of the show, and it's something where I wanted to have people kind of like send in like different food items that they munch on, and then have a showdown, like which is like the bomb munchie of that week. But then it makes me think to myself, like, there's only so many munchies, but then you might get some new ones. But that's a whole nother story. Something I don't actually want to dive into with y'all, because I feel like we're intellectuals. I want to know what my boy thinks about this whole Robert Kraft situation and about him getting some pussy and paying for it, because I'm kind of torn on the fence. I don't know if this is just a man who's just being a millionaire and buying a prostitute, or if there's a grander conspiracy behind it. Yo.
What?
We're deep diving right now with one of the Roberts. It's Robert Kraft.
Oh, shit. That nigga guilty.
Well, that's the thing. We know he's guilty of something.
Yeah,
but the question is, do you think he's just a regular old rich nigga who was buying some pussy and unfortunately got caught up because maybe his assistant was busy and wanted to get this whore on his own?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or
is he leading it?
If he's leading it, is it because he has been in the Super Bowl so often, and the Super Bowl itself is like the yearly prostitute roundup? It's like, you know what? Let me get in on this action. After his like 5th Super Bowl appearance, he was like, no, I got to start getting my claws deep into this shit. And then, bam, look at him. He's leading hoes. He's pimp of the year. Iceberg Slim would be proud.
Yeah, definitely.
So what you thinking right now? Our blockheads want to know.
I haven't been keeping up too well with it, but I could believe either or. And if it's the former rather than the latter, I think they need to it would be great if they could dive deeper into it and find out who's leading. But say he is the main conspirator of the bunch. That's fucking awesome that they fucking caught him. This shit's fucking cool. Watching all this shit go down on TV and knowing that real life is a fucking movie, it's pretty fucking cool. I mean, it's scary as fuck because I'm probably going to have to fucking fight someone.
I want to see the 30 for 30 on this,
and
my nigga.
If not us, our kin, our fucking younglings.
You know what's crazy? The Denver Broncos are the number 1 team in the NFL to get caught up with cheating, whether it's steroids or something. But the Patriots have had the most scandals. Like,
yes, they have.
The fucking football gate. You had the whole fucking reading the plays with Belichick. Now you got the owner buying hoes.
Yeah. What's going on in New England?
I don't know, but I gotta let this fucking.
I know there's a lot of descendants of some crazy ass motherfuckers over there.
What you also gotta ask is this:
then they didn't leave.
How is it that Tom Brady has not been like drugged through the dirt at all, like Kobe or like any other athlete?
That's definitely true. And you know what that is? White privilege. And well, kind of, actually, totally, and money. White privilege and money will get you very fucking far in this world. What do you think about white privilege and money? Is it probably one of the most powerful tools you could use?
When it comes down to white privilege and money, I don't think that it
when
really.
You have both. When you have both, you're untouchable, right?
No, it's not that you're untouchable. It's just that
pretty goddamn untouchable.
The best way that I can put it in a way that is explainable to me, it's like it's kind of like pay to win in a degree, where oh shit, that's why fucking my phone was going off. You're hearing the Good Times theme song in the background.
Definitely, I was like, nigga.
It's like this. Everyone starts out in life. It's like Grand Theft Auto Online. Like, we're all spawned in, we're all equal, but when you're white, you're automatically in a higher tier just because over the past, like, hundreds of years, it's been European societies that have done a lot of, like, the ruling across the mainstream. Definitely. And it's not even, like, any specific, like, tribe when it comes to, like, Italian, British, or anything. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, it's just the white skin complexion has been able to pull more strings in these higher positions of office over the past, 200 years, 300 years.
Yeah, because even the Asians are smarter than them. But that's for some reason, they haven't flourished as much.
It has nothing to do. Even black people, dude. Yeah. George Washington Carver. We invented the refrigerator. So like, so again, like it's just like, but again, it's always been like that white skin complexion. Yeah. So I feel like when you're white, you have a little bit of a head start. So like you started your game with a little bit more XP. Yeah, just definitely. More than you can still fail because it's all about skill at the end of the day. But you can still get got. But you got that extra 5, endurance.
Especially if you
and then if you got money, nigga, they just gave you a gun off top. Like, what? You have to grind for that gun? I just got a knife and a rock.
It was like, all right, sure, you got the Game of the Year edition, didn't you?
It'd be like, the perfect game would be Rust. It'd be like spawning in with a rock and a torch, but then otherwise you just spawn in and like you have an AK-47 armor and some fucking meat already cooked. Like, so
fucking helicopter.
But no, honestly, today it's crazy. Like, I listen to some of these gamers. Like, there's this one channel that I fuck with. It's The Quartering. It's a cool dude, but he's been reporting a lot on like social justice issues and like how like white males are getting attacked. And I get everything he's saying, but it's so funny to hear like white people complain in a sense where it's like we're like white males are being oppressed. And it's like, dude, like y'all are like getting sad over this little like 2-year, 3-year span.
Yeah.
Imagine the hundreds of years in America that all minorities had to go through, and they were being killed, and like laws were against them. So it's it's like that's why, like, when I hear white males talking about white male privilege or white lives, it's like, bruh, like you guys are fucking feeling a little bit of oppression from the minority, because that's what it is. It's like the minority are the majority, but it's like a weird fucking dynamic that we think that we're the minority, but we really have a bigger voice.
It's because even though the minority is greater than the majority, it's that the minority is still thinking in terms of my group, my color, my race.
And the funny thing is too that
when
niggas gotta die.
Total, if we all, even if like black, Mexican, all that shit fucking came together, sure, we overthrow white people, but that's not good enough for me.
Well, no, it's not about overthrowing.
My whole shit is like fucking, well, not overthrowing like some Game of Thrones shit, but like becoming like
not to
equal.
cut you off,
but like I want to, if everyone in general, just take down like the general oppressive governments going on. That's the most important parts. Where we all have to, we all have to like come together and like do that shit before.
Well, we're doing that now, everything you said. My thing is, I think that ideas have to die, and by that, I mean people have to die.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because
lots of people
there's
have to
some
die.
people that are set in their ways, and that's people's, like, grandparents, where you're just like, okay, once their generation dies off, and there's no more really, like, bigots, because they didn't grow up in bigotry, like, no child ever grows up around bigotry unless it's their parents that are bigots. Mm-hmm. And some of those bigots have to die with age. So I think maybe in like another 100 years, bigotry, at least in America, will truly be more of a thing of a past. 'Cause we're all going to be moving past that. Like it's
going to keep falling, but it has to fall on both sides.
Oh, no.
Definitely.
Again.
That's a very important part. Because if bigotry only brings about more bigotry, so if everyone of all that side starts being bigots and our side is still being bigots, that's going to only cause more tension in the future when our side finally stops having bigots. Well, now you got bigots back on this fucking side. That's the weird balance that you got to figure out and demolish.
That's what I'm saying. I think in 100 years that will work itself out, because before you had white people openly calling black people niggas.
They still do.
It's
now they say it to people's faces because they're like, "Oh, that's actually my friend," and it's like, "Well, I feel it on one side because, like, all right, cool. At least black people are becoming cool like that to allow that extension. But still, as a white person, you shouldn't be saying nigga. You shouldn't be saying chink. I shouldn't say chink or all that shit. Oops.
Well, I don't use the word chink, but back to what I was saying. Back in the day, you had white people openly saying, like, nigger. Yeah. Like, I said nigga, but I mean, like, they were saying nigger, hard R, and a black person couldn't even get mad about it. All they could do is go run home and cry, as Robert Freeman once said.
Yes,
you know?
So. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We've evolved to the point now where white people, if you say it out loud, other white people will stand up in offense, like, what the fuck, nigga? Like, they're like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what do you say? Are you crazy? Like, why? That's not cool. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, no one openly says chink and beaner. Yeah. Like, people that say that are pieces of shit. Like, and it's fucked up as it is. We have friends that say that, and it's like, it's not a joke anymore. It's like, when is it ever a joke to really say it? Like, it's not like, why?
Definitely.
What can you not describe them in another way? Yeah. But what it comes down to is, like, in the year 2000 or 2100, let's just say, for an example, 2120, it's gonna come a time where kids aren't gonna be growing up around as much prejudice, hopefully by then, because everyone's died.
Definitely.
It was prejudice. Like, there's some old man out in Alabama who's still gonna call niggas niggers to their face because he doesn't give a fuck. He's gonna die in his ways. So I'm saying some niggas gotta die, and some ideas just gotta die. But I'm not saying kill them; they just gotta die at old age already.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. If the new world order doesn't take over, and that happens, then they probably won't be calling each other's niggas. Even if the new world order takes over, they probably still be like, man, fuck fuck those niggas. Not
the
niggas
New World
as
Order
niggas.
has already taken over.
Excuse me.
We're just
Sorry about that.
living in the slow progression of it. We're all contributing to
I was
it.
thinking is actually crazy. What I think actually helped a lot of progress is in some way is women.
What about that?
Because I feel like it only became not cool to be racist because like a lot of women aren't racist. Like you feel me? They're like, damn, black people are cool. And then from there, like even like think about it, the gay community. It's not cool to call a person a faggot because if a chick hears you call a gay guy a faggot, it's kind of like, ew, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know, you see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Guys, males, we're fucking mean. We just do shit just out of spite. But I definitely feel like females help us kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, don't be a fucking white knight and shit because that shit's just...
But there's a difference,
No
though,
balls.
because I'm not going to lie. We still come from that era where you could call someone gay and it had nothing to do with their sexuality. It was just like looked at as lame, like dirt.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. It was
Queer.
never like I feel like faggot was like that was the gay hard R.
Yes, that definitely was. That definitely is.
Even when you say it
That
now,
definitely
like
is.
but you know what? Who pulled off
it
saying
has
the word
that
faggot the best?
It has that cunt vibe.
No. Who said it the best was Eminem.
Faggot.
He said it the best. But the thing is, though, that word is so funny.
Yeah, it's a funny word.
And it means
funny word.
a bale of wood used for a fire.
Yeah.
And that's what it
Bale wood.
Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know, nigger just sounds like, nigger.
I think the Brits still I think Brits still use faggot.
They still use fag for cigarettes.
Yeah, fag. Yeah. Oh, you
Like-
smoking fags on Santa Monica. That's System of a Down. I don't think they're British, but yeah, he used fag in that song.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm sorry if we have anyone in the LGBT community. All I'll say is this: you can take a dick, take a joke, and
Yeah.
thank you for listening.
Yeah. I can't give you dick though. I'm sorry, I'm not gay.
Me neither.
I bet you're a beautiful person though. And there's many guys that want to give you a dick. That goes out to our female listeners too. There's many guys out there that want to give you some dick.
Would you let a guy suck your dick for a Nismo Edition R34?
No. Unless I didn't know it was a guy and like legit didn't know it was a guy.
No.
We have somebody that's going to suck your dick and it's like,
No.
oh, if they didn't even say that, like, yo, we have
Mr. Takahari, he really wants you,
No.
and he can give you that car. Brand new engine built
No, I can't do it.
from the factory.
I can't do it.
0 miles.
I couldn't
your
do it.
car. your car, Mr. Red.
And then he has to suck me off to... Wait, how long does he have to suck my dick for? To completion?
Completion.
I'm not finishing. I'm like, I probably wouldn't even... Like, nah, I can't.
Do you think you'd be able to not?
No, I wouldn't. Was he really good? Is he really good?
I don't know.
Shit, man. Hold on. Wait a second. Is he... How willing is he to get a whole, like...
Let's just say this.
Is he willing to get a sex change?
No. I'm just saying. I'm
so-
not going to get too in detail
So
because now I'm putting the image in my mind. All I'm saying is the scenario is Mr. Takahari,
Mr.
fucking rich billionaire, he's like, Mr. Red, I really want your balls in my mouth. I have an R34.
Damn,
Brand new engine.
I'm like, Mr. Takahari, I wish maybe if you weren't so aggressive, you startled me. And I feel like you're going to have a camera in the room so I could never let people know how I got this R34 without them knowing how I got this R34. So no dice. If not for the simple fact of my own ego and dignity, I will not go gay just for the simple embarrassment that like will happen after.
Good question.
I've been straight for far too long, and I felt so right about being straight for far too long. I feel like I can't backtrack now. It'll ruin everything I stand for.
I feel like you've really thought about that. I would have just said no. I had to go too deep into character for that. Or what? All right. So what about the exact opposite? A hot female executive is like, Timo.
Oh, you want to suck my dick? Fuck
No.
it. What, she wants me to do it out?
No.
But wait, what?
I want to fuck you in the ass with my strap on you.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. That's an automatic hell no. I don't even have to think about that. No. No, that sounded painful. That sounded like it hurts. No, yeah. But Mr. Takahara was offering a much more pleasant deal than you.
Mr. Takahara!
Mr. Takahara sounded like he respected me and my body.
Yeah, he looks like he would have probably asked you how you were doing after. You want a
Yeah,
sandwich?
that could have been an actual budding relationship. Miss Noguchi, no. You scared me with your proposition. I want to fuck you in the asshole. Nah, bitch, get out of here. Offer me a blowjob, then we could talk. Oh, yo, you can give me a hand job, Miss Noguchi. I don't care how old you are. You can not even be hot. I fuck ugly chicks sometimes.
Okay, same question, but 50 mil.
What?
50 mil.
50 mil for what?
Same proposition.
To fuck with the strap on? No, never. No, I don't want that. That does not sound fun.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Dude, what sounds like
nigga, prison niggas get it for free.
What scares me the most is like, what if like the other person's like thing going into your ass slips into your dick and pushes out your dick?
I don't think the male anatomy works.
I'm glad it fucking doesn't, because I'm scared that.
Do you honestly think that?
I don't know.
Have you seen it?
I don't know what's going on in there. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want something touching my stomach from the inside of my asshole. Like, girls tell me that, like, oh my God, you gave my guts. I'm like, that's weird.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What's this?
We gotta give a quick shout out to my dad's fucking favorite guy. No homo. No homo. My dad was a huge fan of Chris Burros. He would give out fire restaurant recommendations in L.A. Some of my dad's spots that he put me onto were given by this man in L.A. And it says that he died of an overdose. He died actually last year in December, but the toxicology is out. They're doing it nice and sweet on ABC, on 10news.com. But how he really died? He had about 2 fat rocks of meth shoved up his ass, boofing it up the pooter.
They were not supposed to go. They were supposed to be in plastic bags.
Apparently, Sam Tripp was right though when he said that if you're doing meth, you're right up next to the line and sucking dick.
No, remember,
It's like
when you do meth, you just day one of doing meth, you shove something up your ass.
And so
yeah, automatic. Anybody that does meth, you like things up your ass, don't you?
I guess so. And
I don't give a fuck.
But
I don't like meth users.
R.I.P. to Chris Burros. You know, he was an L.A. legend. Recommendations of the week.
Yeah.
And that photo of him just looks like, you stick things up your ass.
Yeah, he looks like he looks like a cuckold.
That could have been Vargas.
That's rude. He's dead. I shouldn't be talking rude of this man, but
it's not that you're talking ruding. You're just kind of.
I'm just making observations, and I'm sorry my observations come off rough.
I feel like it's not speaking ill of the dead when you're saying shit like that. I feel like when you're saying like "fuck this nigga," I hope he rots in hell. That's talking shit of the dead. But when it's just like you're clowning a photo of him while he's alive, it's like this dude looked kind of funny. It's like
he looked like he looked weird.
We're not actually speaking ill of him. We're just making observations.
But yeah, that's cool. I want to eat some of those places. I mean, a meth head would know where to eat. They probably.
I don't know why. I typed in news anchor. And newscaster came up on Google, but then the next thing it said people also search for, of course, naked news reporter Whitney St. John, Victoria St. Clair, Catherine Curtis, Lily Kwan, and Michelle Pontilano.
Naked news reporters. What?
Shout out to them naked news reporters.
Yo, that Lily Kwan looks kind of hot. So
she might be
with the same of Michelle Pontilano. And I think
Catherine Curtis is kind of broke and beat.
Yeah, Catherine Curtis is more of like a gilf. I would fuck her.
Got a really long neck.
Like, she looks like something that you run into in, like, a New York bar. And then, like, you're just kind of, like, broke and depressed, drinking whiskey or scotch or something. And then she walks in like, so there, cowboy. Are you going to just sit there, or are you going to order a lady a drink? Something like that, you know, where it's like, oh, you're broke too, bitch.
Whitney St. John looks like she adopts black kids to fucking play football.
Yeah, Whitney St. John could get it though. I like her hair. It's long and she looks naked right there.
Yeah, it looks like it's covering her titties.
And she looks like she has a nice smile. She's Victoria Sinclair. You're only giving me a face shot, so I'm down for big girls. I could tell that you're one, but I want to see what kind